Hi guys, I'm Adam Wilborn from WhatCulture, and this is the greatest of all time Adam Cleary.
No, you are. Anyway, Jim and Adam Wilborn, have we got enough stories to do a news video today?
9! Yes, we have 9 stories today coming up, including Cain Velasquez's future with WWE revealed.
There's an exciting new signing for NXT UK.
A major return on Smackdown tonight.
The latest on the ratings of the Wednesday Night War.
The real reason Jake Hager hasn't had a match in AEW yet.
WWE's plans for The Fiend have been revealed.
What it's going to take for CM Punk to return to WWE.
There's a major championship match on Smackdown tonight.
Oh, this is the news.
But first, The Undertaker. You remember him, last seen in a wrestling ring doing the Graveyard Dogs thing to erase from our minds his last singles match, which was in Saudi Arabia against Bill Goldberg. How's the top of your head?
All right.
It's good, better than Bill Goldberg's then in that case. Right, so, bit of news for that. He's been pulled, apparently, from the Crown Jewel show. Yeah, on his head, be it from in Saudi Arabia. He's currently not a part of the show, according to the Wrestling Observer newsletter. Now, you might think that's not all that but he was initially advertised for the show back in September, and he has been the main focal point of all the Saudi Arabian shows so far. He had, of course, that tag team match with his brother Cain. He had the Goldberg match, and of course he had that casket match with Rusev.
All crap matches.
All crap matches, yes, but he's not advertised for this one because they believe with Tyson Fury and Cain Velasquez on the card, there is no sense adding another special attraction, especially not one who could kill one of his colleagues in the process. So, yeah, he's not going to be there, I
mean, that does kind of make sense, and there's no real desire to see another Undertaker match right now.
No, the Graveyard Dogs thing was good. Just leave it there forever, I think. Let him play. Thing is, a lot of people speculate, maybe he's pulling out of this for reasons, because obviously Sami Zayn's not allowed to be there because he's of Syrian descent and they don't like Syrian people. John Cena's refused to do it because of moral reasons. Kevin Owens, Daniel Bryan, they've all refused to do it. But Undertaker's a dead man, and if they've proved one thing time and again in Saudi Arabia, it's that they like dead men. So, preferable to living ones who don't stop running their goddamn mouths.
Indeed, and Finn Balor's dodged a bullet as well, hasn't he?
Well, we're the first people to point this out. Finn Balor's been sort of moved to NXT, and it was like, yeah, Finn Balor's going to NXT. There was a bit of a head scratcher at the time. Also, in the same way that Daniel Bryan lost the WWE Championship, so they didn't have to feature him prominently on these shows. Now, Finn Balor has been quietly moved to NXT, where he can't vocally support LGBT charities, as he likes to do. Just a thought.
Just a thought. My favourite is still the mad story about when they were initially going to Saudi Arabia, I think for the first one, and they were contemplating doing Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles in some sort of CGI arena and then broadcasting it as if it was there in Saudi Arabia in the desert or something.
I'm up for that.
Yeah.
One day. Holographic wrestlers.
If only WWE had the money for it. Right, let's continue though talking about Saudi Arabia, and more particularly Cain Velasquez. Of course, as you mentioned, he's going to be facing Brock Lesnar at Crown Jewel, and the plans for Cain have sort of been revealed. This is according to the Wrestling Observer. Now, it's all a bit convoluted because Rey Mysterio is on Monday Night Raw, of course. Brock Lesnar is on SmackDown. Cain Velasquez just wasn't mentioned in the WWE draft. By all accounts, Cain is going to stay on Monday Night Raw alongside Rey Mysterio.
Is he?
Presumably just sort of threatening Brock Lesnar, although it's not been decided what show he is officially going to be on. So by the sounds of it, he will be utilised in the future. This isn't just a one and done like, let's just say, Tyson Fury is. But they're just going to be kept separate by the sounds of things. He's not going to be a regular superstar announced on an official brand until after Crown Jewel.
So he's only going to be a big, lumbering, special guest type person?
Yes.
He's going to be Jerry Lawler.
Exactly.
Excellent, that's nice. Well, I mean, people always say Brock doesn't put people over, but this, like, unheard of, no-hoper in the wrestling world, Cain Velasquez, I think it's nice he's getting a shot at someone as big as Brock. Hopefully, Brock can teach him a thing or two about athletics and about sports and about combat and whatnot, because obviously Brock's not just a wrestler, is he? He could show him a few other things as well.
Indeed. That's going to piss him.
Want to move on for that one? Yep, speaking of Smackdown, which you kind of were there, I don't care. Tonight, Reigns versus Nakamura has been scheduled for the Intercontinental Championship.
Pritchard is starting things off hot.
Yeah, I've been in and out this week. I've been in and out of the office, so this Bischoff thing hasn't passed me by, but I've only caught little bits of it here and there. They've replaced Bischoff with Pritchard after 1 week.
Basically,
because of ratings.
Yeah, I mean...
Which were fine.
Well, they lost 1 million.
Yeah, it's WWE. They've lost 4 million over the last 5 years.
Anyway, I think basically he but wasn't very good at his job. Pritchard, and by all accounts, Pritchard has been doing the job anyway.
If only at the very moment Eric Bischoff had been hired to run SmackDown, somebody in this office had said, wow, do you not think this is going to be like some kind of scapegoat thing? So when they move to Fox and Fox go, wait, what have we bought you? They go, it's this guy's fault, and just bin him straight away.
Exactly.
Wow. That's come out of nowhere. Anyway, Reigns versus Nakamura.
Going to be
good.
That'll be good. Going to be good. I don't know how I really hope they don't take the title off Nakamura because I love this dynamic. I sense Sami Zayn's going to get speared out of his shoes.
And we'll have to miss Crown Jewel. It would be a shame, wouldn't it?
Right, let's also talk about things that go down on SmackDown tonight. Apparently, Sasha Banks is set to return on tonight's show.
Sasha Banks?
She injured her tailbone.
Her bail tone?
Indeed.
Can you get the horse in the video now?
She's scheduled to return. And there's also going to be a 6-pack challenge to determine the new number 1 contender for the SmackDown Women's Championship, of course, currently held by Bayley. That is going to feature Carmella, Nikki Cross, Dana Brooke, Lacey Evans, Sonya Deville, and Mandy Rose.
Can I just opine something here?
Go on.
They are praying. Apparently they're quite hot on Sonya Deville as being the next breakout star. You look at that as the list of challengers, right? I'm a big Carmella fan, me. I think she improved leaps and bounds. But if you compare the quality of the in-ring work that's going to be on Raw, right? If Sonya Deville doesn't hit the ground running with the push she's inevitably going to get, oh my word. I like Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross is a good character, but you wouldn't say she's like main event sort of level yet.
Have you seen her entrance from 2K?
Have you seen The Rock's entrance from 2K?
I have indeed. Adam Theory.
We might put that in at the end of the video.
Right, what else we got coming up?
Loads. Plans have been revealed for The Fiend. Now, I'm going to have to read this out verbatim because I've read it 5 or 6 times now and I still don't understand it. Right. Currently, Bray Wyatt is scheduled to be at all the Raw TV tapings through November, despite being drafted to SmackDown. He is not advertised for any Red Brand shows beginning from the 1st of December. So even though he's been drafted to SmackDown, he's currently advertised for all the episodes of Raw. Got that?
Yep.
You with that so far? In an update though, he's booked for all the SmackDown TV tapings except for November the 15th and November the 29th. That's from now. So he's currently advertised for all the Raw ones despite being on SmackDown, even though he is on all the SmackDown ones except for 2. Are you right with that so far? Yep. And apparently what they've done for all the house shows through October and December is they've booked him versus Rollins in a steel cage match. That's for all the Raw ones. I should say all the SmackDown ones just have special appearances by The Fiend. What have they done? What have they done with this? It was impossible to ruin this somehow. Now they have.
They've ruined it as well via house shows. Inexplicably. Look, I don't really mind I wouldn't mind if I was at a house show for Raw and a SmackDown star turned up to be in the dark match or whatever.
Ooh, you'd say.
But the wildcard rule is officially dead, and you've done this to yourself, WWE. It was right there. Just give Bray Wyatt the title, and then move Seth to SmackDown.
Might I just say, if they just put the title on Bray, because it's so easy to book WWE, I'm going to get a t-shirt that says it's so easy, right? Basically, you have Bray Wyatt win that match, right? Then you have Seth Rollins go on a riot. Bray doesn't show up, right? Draft him to SmackDown. Sure, have him announce he's going to be on SmackDown, right? But then just have Seth go on a tear, burn down the Firefly Funhouse because he can't find Bray Wyatt, have him start attacking random people. Everybody hates him anyway. Just turn him into a douche who's lost his head because he's lost his title.
Yeah.
Fiend's got him, living rent-free up here. Don't need the Firefly Funhouse when you're living in Seth Rollins' head.
And people say they can't do long-term booking, and he's been a douche on Twitter for ages. So let's move on and talk about Jake Hager. In case you're wondering why he hasn't been wrestling in AEW yet,
I have been wondering that.
That is because he has a fight coming up at the end of this month in Bellator. Of course, he has legit MMA skills. I think he is 2-0 so far in Bellator, if I'm not mistaken. He has a fight on the 25th of October, and basically he's got an agreement that he cannot wrestle until he faces Anthony Garrett, who's actually bigger than Jake Hager, which is impressive.
Interesting that MMA weirdos wouldn't want someone to wrestle in case they got hurt, even though it's not real. Wow,
indeed.
Yeah, a bit of a double standard, that, lads, isn't it? Yeah.
Anyway, his agreement is he's going to do TV every week, taking Tuesdays and Wednesdays as his days off training. The rest of it, he's going to be training for the fight. So first of all, best of luck for the fight, Jake. And second of all, you can expect him probably wrestling in AEW from the start of November.
And when he does, I think AEW would maybe suspect a little bit of a ratings bump, obviously with the star power that a former WWE star brings to any other company. But they're going to need it at the minute because the ratings for both NXT and AEW continue to slide slightly, about another 10% drop off week on week. Now, it's not the end of the world. AEW Dynamite is still over 1 million. It is 1.014 million. I think when you start going to the fourth decimal place, that's when you're starting to worry. NXT drew 712,000 viewers on the USA network. AEW topped NXT total viewership by 42.4%.
Yeah.
That's not, like, don't get me wrong, I think NXT should still be delighted with around about the 750,000 mark. Getting over 1 million their first 2 weeks was excellent, I thought. The quality of the wrestling on both brands has been exceptional. I don't for the life of me understand why, don't get me wrong, losing viewers after the first week, I get that. Same with NXT. There was always going to be a slide, but now they're both in their groove a bit. They're both putting on the kind of shows we're going to expect to see from them all the time. NXT this week had loads of really good exhibition wrestling matches with captivating storylines. I gave it 0 downs. 0 downs I gave it this week. And it was really good. Like, don't worry, it didn't have a massive draw, it didn't have a big main event match or anything, but you've got to spread those out. You can't do a takeover every single week. I would not worry too much, but I wouldn't not worry at the same time.
No, it's a shame. I mean, we expected this to happen, as you said. We expected them to sort of slowly plateau off for their viewing figures. But it also like, neither show has done anything that, for me, would make me think, turn this crap off. AEW was phenomenal this week.
Both been great.
Two championship matches, 2 tag team tournament matches, and an amazing tag match with the likes of Omega, Moxley, Pac, and Hangman Page.
No Luchasaurus, though.
No Luchasaurus. Get well soon, mate. And also, NXT. I think NXT might actually be slightly happier, even though they are losing the ratings war, because they didn't do anything, spectacular.
Yeah, they didn't.
And by that I mean like big bells and whistles. And look, here's Finn Balor, or here's yes, they had the in-ring return of Tommaso Ciampa, but I watched both shows. I thought AEW was absolutely phenomenal, but there was a lot of more stuff going on.
Yeah.
NXT just seems to have sorted itself out and gone, right, we're not going to blow our load and doing all these big matches week after week after week. We'll just do some really good stuff. I really enjoyed NXT this week.
So did I. I thought it was great. It'd be interesting to see what the ratings are next week, because they've quite hyped up Finn Balor's return next week, which I think would be really, really good. It's just, I don't know, they just basically present you with 2 hours of really, really good wrestling. All the matches last night were enjoyable in one way or another. Like, even the short exhibition matches, the tag team matches were absolutely brutal. The Dunn Priest shock at the end was absolutely classic. It was really good. Really, really good. And the 2 title pictures around there. The tag team's kind of gone off the boil, but the men's title picture and the women's title picture feel like the hottest 2 belts in the company at the minute.
And I can't wait for Roderick Strong to be the filling in a Keith Lee, Dominic Dijakovic sandwich.
Me neither. Although if I ever got a sandwich like that, I would open it up and go, what the hell is this? Where is my filling? You've given me bread this thick.
Right.
The canteen here, isn't it?
Do you know what it would take for CM Punk to return to WWE?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
Yeah. He did an AMA, of course, yesterday on Reddit, which means ask me anything. And he was asked what it would take to return to WWE, and he very simply replied the answer that you can probably guess. It'd have to be a very big bag. I assume he means of money, not just,
I don't know. What else you get in a bag? Washing?
I thought he might just mean,
coins.
A big bag for life.
Nah, they're 10 pence now.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. That's absurd.
That is ridiculous. What am I thinking?
I don't know. I mean, the thing is, we've always known it's going to take a massive wad of cash for CM Punk to come back, which is why when WWE fell into bed with, like, Saudi oil estates, we thought, that might happen. Then when AEW got into bed with, like, an even richer conglomerate, like, that might happen. It still hasn't happened. How big is the bag? Charles Montgomery, let us know.
My favourite thing on this is, obviously on Reddit, you can see people have upvoted the top comment and what have you. So CM Punk wrote that, Phil Brooks wrote, take a very big bag. And I think the top comment is something like, Prince bin Salman has joined the chat. So well done whoever posted that, good stuff.
Oh yes, fine, moving on. One thing that hasn't taken a big bag of cash, because the far more humbler origins for wrestling. I always do these transitions at the start. NXT UK, it was revealed last night, have signed a kid.
A kid?
Not a kid, a kid. The wrestler A-Kid.
Right, okay.
This joke will get done to death on every other wrestling thing from now on. Basically, he's a Spanish wrestler. He's been all over Europe, across the Indies, all over the place, and he blew up the other year when he had a 5-star match in Spain against Zack Sabre Jr. And as a result, he's a great reputation. He was in Team White Wolf, I think. He's got a great tag team reputation. He's a great singles worker. He is a really exciting pickup for them. I don't quite see where he fits into that brand at the minute, unless you're going to stick him right in at the top of the card. But he is a sensational worker across Europe. So yes, buzzing for that.
And good to see, he's gone to NXT UK as opposed to just NXT because that roster's already pretty bloated.
But as we've seen though, it's kind of fluid. Like Imperium are appearing on both brands at the minute. They wrestled on NXT on Wednesday. They wrestled on NXT UK on Thursday. Obviously the tapings mean that's actually probable to do, but they have no problem whatsoever crossing the streams, so it is.
Good luck. I'm excited for it.
Best of luck, mate.
Right, quickly over to your Twitter questions at WhatCulture WWE, of course, if you want to get in touch. Ryan Williams says, with Brock and Cain Velasquez obviously being a one-off at Crown Jewel and Brock probably retaining, who should challenge him next? My vote is Samoa Joe. What say you?
Done Samoa Joe though, haven't they? It's difficult. We're going to see how the lay of the land goes on SmackDown, because for all you might have certain names over there, you basically need to see who feels more at home, who gets more comfortable, and, well, I know there's problems with this. You'll come up with one straight away, but Rusev.
I agree.
I know I
realise the big problem.
Yeah, the massive problem with that is staring you right in the face, but still, can you not just do it anyway?
It'd be a good challenge to
I just want
Brock. I mean, he's going to be fed to and cooked, no doubt.
He's going to be fed to Bobby Lashley.
Burns 24 gives us
Mr. and Mrs. 24 son.
Who says, who do you think should win Tyson Fury versus Braun Strowman, and which would make more sense booking-wise?
Braun Strowman. It's a wrestling match.
Apparently, Tyson Fury has been impressing at the Performance Centre.
Right, well, good, because then that means the match would be bad.
But I sense Tyson Fury.
How many times can they put Braun in these big exhibition matches, these big singles exhibition matches, right, and make him look like a tit? And now I know, what will happen is, right, you'll get beat off Tyson Fury, right? I keep saying Tyson Kidd. You get beat off Tyson Fury, because that'd be terrifying. And you'll just demolish the tag team division the next night, or he'll beat up 8 women or something just to make himself look hard. Like, oh look, he can crush everybody he wants, except when we put him in a title match or against a special person.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, they've seen the amount of money he's bouncing around that Tyson Fury is getting paid for this, but despite all that, he is not losing his undefeated record. Let's be perfectly honest. And this is purely a stepping stone to a rematch against Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, there's absolutely no way on earth. Oh god, might do a DQ finish.
I can see them doing some bunch of goobers come down and go, hey, we're going to beat up Tyson Fury and Braun Strowman, and then they just have a game of how far can you throw the jobber, basically. That's what's going to happen.
I hate WWE.
Yeah, me too. Right, let's move on to the final question today from Brandon, who says...
Mr. and Mrs. Don, a son Brad.
For as bad as WWE has become over the years, especially Raw, do you think it's time to sunset the Raw brand and start fresh with an all-new Monday night show?
Why would it be any better? My question to you, Brandon, is how would sunsetting the Raw brand change what is on the next week of television? Like, it was the season finale of Raw, and then the season premiere, and literally nothing changed whatsoever. Like, it's not, the problems are not with the name of the show on a Monday or like the makeup of it. It's purely the production of it and the power structure and who's involved in certain elements.
It's like the polar opposite to when Opal Fruits became Starburst. Both equally good sweets. Don't just change the name, you just change what's inside it, but don't change Starburst or Opal Fruits.
What point is this?
Or Marathon or Snickers. I'm just reminiscing.
Do you know Snickers are going back to Marathon?
Are they?
Yeah.
Exciting times. Let us know your favourite chocolate bar in the comments below. Like a curly whirly, me.
Too hard. I just don't like curly whirly.
Yeah.
Not for me.
What's yours?
A Galaxy Ripple.
Ooh, actually, can I change mine?
Nope.
Oh, never mind. All right, let's move on to today's and finally. Very simple. We've been going on for absolutely ages here. Here's Sting and his Sting. There you go. There you go. Sting and his Sting. Also, massive thanks to everyone yesterday who tweeted Gangrel to wish Andy Murray a happy birthday. We did it. He popped his little tits off in the office.
Oh, hang on. Is that how it happened? People were tweeting him?
Yeah, I've got all these guys to tweet.
Oh, I'm way less impressed with it. I just thought you'd just seen it.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's still nice.
Yeah.
I thought Gangrel had been like, oh, wicked, it's the big man's birthday. Let's send him a message.
Avid viewer of WhatCulture.
You've killed kayfabe for me now.
Oh, sorry about that.
Oh. Still, that's nice.
Who would you like to wish you a happy birthday?
You're going to make it happen, are you?
Yeah.
You're going to make it happen?
Yeah, anyone.
I would like Becky Lynch to wish me a happy birthday.
When is it?
January the 5th. You've got time.
We have got a bit of time.
I've got a bit of time. Becky Lynch.
Leave it with me. Right, let us know your thoughts on that and all of today's news stories in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And subscribe to WhatCulture Wrestling on either iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts from for daily wrestling podcasts. Myself and Adam Cleary and Phil Chambers are going to be doing the Smackdown Preview a little bit later on.
Are we?
Yeah, that's news to you. And you can follow us on Twitter at WhatCultureWWE. Follow both of us as well. You can follow him at
Adam Cleary, CLERY. That's the thing you're going to have to send to at Becky Lynch.
You can follow me at Adam Wilbon. As I said, follow us all at WhatCultureWWE. My thanks to Adam Cleary. Thanks you for watching, and we will see you soon.